Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Last month I wanted to push my LEGO collection to its limits, so I decided to make a micro-scale version of the Glade from the Maze Runner movies. In universe, the Glade is about 1 square kilometer in size, and our model will be 9 green base plates large, or 96 by 96 studs. Like all of my builds lately, I challenged myself to finish it in a month's time, and boy was it close. The first thing to do was build up the foundation by 1 brick. For such a large area, it ended up being way more filler brick than I was expecting. I left space where the walls are going to be, just for future reference. Then I covered it all with dark bluish gray plates, and when those ran out, I switched to black. I plated the middle area entirely green. The main thing here was to leave a small 2x2 opening at the very center for the box, the elevator that brings kids into the maze. Once all the plating was finished, the foundation was complete. Next, I built the doors. For those of you unfamiliar with the Maze Runner movies, the doors open in the morning, allowing the gladers to run the maze, slowly mapping it. And the doors close again every evening. They're one of the most iconic features of the Glade, so I needed to get this part right. I made sure they're able to be opened, which was a very high priority. They also have some interlocking cheese slopes on the front, and the result looks pretty accurate to what we see in the movie. And for anyone curious, they're about 20 bricks tall when finished. Now that the other 3 doors are done, it's time for walls. There are 8 separate sections, built simply with plates and bricks. The only main feature here are the vertical columns on each segment. They help add variety to the otherwise boring surface. Plus they help give the illusion that the walls are actually taller than they are. And of course I added studs mixed into the tiles so that it isn't too smooth and plain. I attached them to the foundation using simple brackets, and it's surprisingly sturdy. After finishing the doors and the walls, I was beginning to realize that I had wildly underestimated the number of parts this mock was going to use up. So as of today, it's the last day of February. This is the last day that I can work on this mock. And I probably was a little bit too ambitious with this build. I'm trying now to figure out how to finish it in a way that looks nice, even though it's not how I originally envisioned it. Originally, I wanted this outer space on all the sides to be part of the maze, but as of right now, I am completely out of light bluish gray bricks. I've got, well, not completely out, but mostly these specialized bricks, which are not very helpful at the moment, and also dark bluish gray I'm completely out, so I don't have a way of actually building up the maze anymore. But what I did do is I built these walls so that at least when the doors are open, and you're looking through, it continues out seamlessly. So right now, my goal is to somehow cover up the ugly backside of these wall panels. Problem being, I'm also out of my large dark bluish gray plates, and also my large light bluish gray plates. So, oh, and another thing I'm out of, tiles. Completely out of light bluish gray tiles, which is something that I've never said. It's never happened to me before. So I need to cover the top bit somehow, cover the back here, like, this is just an idea to use these 8x8 grid plates because I happen to have a few of them. And then that will be it for the walls. What I will do out here, I have no idea, to be honest with you. I might just leave it as is. The only trouble is in some places I have it plated in black, which doesn't look really great, but it might just be how it is. So yeah, I'm gonna try to quickly figure out how to make the backside of these walls. What I can do pretty easily is make all the foliage, all the vines coming down all the walls, and then I have to still build the mini scale interior. So we'll see if I can get that all done today. It's about 1:30 in the afternoon right now, so let's get to it. I really enjoyed adding the vines. They help so much in bringing this build to life, and for me make it instantly recognizable as the Glade. I integrated some light green and dark green as well to add variation to the vegetation. As you can see, I was able to enclose the wall panels from behind using those 8x8 grill plates I mentioned earlier. With no more time to experiment, I spent my final few hours building the details inside the Glade. There's a farm area with crops growing, as well as a grove of fruit trees. They've got animal pens with plenty of livestock. The homestead is in the northwest corner of the Glade, and it's flanked by a few additional buildings. Lastly, in the southwest corner, there's a small forested area. I'm really happy with how this build turned out, especially considering how close I got to running out of time and pieces. If I could change something, I'd add some additional trees scattered around the Glade, and I'd probably make the forest a bit bigger. I'd love to hear your thoughts about the build down in the comments, and while you're there, let me know what you'd like to see me build next time. As always, thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.